Welcome to Adding a Device in MaaS30 presented by Champions Solutions Groups. So if you're inside your MaaS30 portal, as you can see on the screen here, we can go over to the Device Inventory tab from your home screen, or over to Device Enrollments, or we can even use the drop-down menu for devices and choose Inventory or Enrollment. It really doesn't matter. What we're looking for is this Add Device button. So again, clicking this is going to help us add a device ad hoc. So the first information we need is to add the username. So in my case, I'm already registered as a user, so I'm going to start typing in my username, pick my user. It knows about my information, my email address, my phone number, again, because I'm already a user. If this was a new user, you could simply add a new user or select it from corporate Active Directory. By default, it wants to send an email, again, because it knows my email address to the device. But I can also send an SMS message, so I'll click that on. I could just hit send request here at this point, but what we're going to take a look at is the advanced tab. Over here, we could set various personalities and policies to implement. So in this case, I'm going to create the work phone persona. I also know my platform that I'm pushing to, my new iOS device that I just got from the Verizon store. So for my iOS device, I'm going to choose the default iOS MDM policy. All my policies for iOS would show down in this list, but again, I have the one, so I'm going to select it. Also note that I can select corporate or user-owned, and currently for iOS 6, I don't have any rule sets for compliancy. So I'm going to select employee-owned device, make a quick note, just adding my new iPhone 6 at this point, and I am going to then click the button to send a request. The portal itself will give me a summary showing me which user email address the phone request was sent to, the corporate identification, the URL that it's going to, and I also have this QR code. So on my device, I can simply scan the QR code and get my device to be enrolled in MaaS30. So that's how simple it is to add the device. And now what we're going to do is actually bring up my phone on the screen, and now we have my phone replicated to my screen that we can see. Bring up my text message, take a look at that from FiberLink, and we have the simple URL that we could click and go enroll this device. Since I also chose to send an email, we should be able to see that I have a new email in my inbox, and there it is, Device Enrollment by Champion. This is a little nicer. We have a little bit more full text graphics in the email. We can see all the information, the user that it went to, the same URL to click, the same passcode and so forth to click. So it doesn't matter if you do it from the URL, from the text message, or from here, but I'm going to click this and launch into actually installing the MDM profile. And now that we're ready to go, here's where the user interaction on the smartphone device would be. They have to click continue at this point once the URL has been brought up. So clicking the continue button on your device will show us that we have to then authenticate with the passcode. Again, since I'm doing this ad hoc, it is a one-time passcode that we chose to use. I just got to make sure I type it in here correctly. If we were doing bulk enrollment or we chose to do it via Active Directory, we could certainly use Active Directory credentials to authenticate the user. But again, we did this ad hoc, so I'm simply typing in the passcode that was delivered to the phone in my email and my SMS text message, and I also have it up on the display screen from the portal. Also notice that I am going to be choosing the personal device, since we do support BYOD, and that's how I told it to enroll itself, but the user can change it to corporate or personal at this point because we gave them the option to do so. That can also be removed or added at will. It is a configurable part of the setup. So again, simply typing in the passcode at this point, and then we want to hit the continue button to forward off and start the installation of our device. And we'll do that now. And we have to set the accept the user agreement from MaaS30. It's also recommended that you have a corporate ULA agreement, end user license agreement, telling them that they are enrolling their device, corporate phone or BYOD, and you're simply telling them that you're doing certain management functions on the device in this case. So now we're ready to download and install the profile. So again, in a few more short clicks, this is all the user interaction has to do when adding it from an ad hoc standpoint. We're going to click on the device, the continue button, which will start the download and installation process of our MDM profile. And we notice here it comes in. Here's the MDM profile presented to us. We can click on more details if we want to. Showing this simply shows us that it is an encrypted profile. It's digitally signed by FiberLink and VeriSign, so we can validate that. And up at the top, we click the install button. My particular phone has a passcode, so I do have to enable that, so it will accept the MDM profile. And if I type my passcode correctly, there we go. I get the option now to say, okay, we can do the installation. So again, on the smart device, the user would then click the install button on his smart device, and it would generate the key, enroll the certificate, and tell them, okay, you're about to install in an MDM corporate. And we click install and trust. It generates it, validates it, pushes the profile back up, and at this point, our device is enrolled in the MaaS30 MDM solution. We'll notice we have a few more icons that automatically came out. One is the MaaS30 container itself, the secure editor, and the champion custom catalog. Custom catalog just allows you to create your own catalog for users to choose applications. If we notice, the MaaS30 for iOS was already installed, as well as the Wicker app. Just a few apps I put in the catalog and had automatically distributed to new devices when they came in. So again, we can see on the smart device, some of these things are automated, automatically came in. The MaaS30 container is here. I did set it up that you had to have a secure PIN to get inside. If I type it right, we can actually get inside and look. Also note I had automatically pushed out some documentations, even set up a Google Drive for the mobile device. And if I look inside some of the corporate documents that I pushed, we can take a look in there and see what was automatically distributed to the device. So here's champion specific applications, pushing out some quick documentation to the sales team. For example, FiberLink, how to sell it, what are its benefits for mobile device management. Great for mobility users, be able to document, share, and collaborate with other folks inside of their mobile devices, keeping them in sync, and sharing documentation back and forth with the secure editor. So this quick take a look at that. We also notice on the mobile device is obviously listed inside the portal. A few quick tips I can do. I can send a text message to the device if I so choose to. You can do individual devices or group of devices. And we'll just do a quick, actually let's fix the spelling error I got here. And we'll just do a quick message and see how long it will take to show up. That already showed up on my device. So I have my notification inside the MaaS30. There it is my message sent from the portal. So I can take a look, read it, acknowledge it, it goes away. That's part of the capabilities that I can do. We can also take a look inside of the phone itself. Let me just move this around a little bit and take a look. I don't want to send a message again, apologize. Get a little click happy here. So let's just take a look at my phone. Again, just been enrolled instantly, but we notice we have a lot of details and information about my device, what type of device it is it employee-owned or corporate-owned, has it passed all its security policies, is it jailbroken or rooted. I have a lot of information from the drop-down list that I can start looking at on this particular device. And another quick test of Apple notifications if I wanted to annoy the user and he's missing the meeting, I can do a quick buzz of the device, and I'm going to tell him the meeting's running right now and he's late for it. So let's just take a look at what happens. Click OK. And we got the notification, and as we can hear, my phone is actively alerting. Quite loud, actually. So that's another message. It was more of an alert, a buzzing device. Click refresh wheel here, and there it is. There's my message. Obviously, time for the meeting. Got his attention. He can dial in. So again, a lot of quick things you can do, but we're simply trying to show you how you can jump in and add a AdHoc device in MaaS30 in a few simple steps. So we appreciate it, and thank you for watching our video.